Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Eric fakes medical setback, the dirty trick Carter and Hope deserve. The bold and the beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that the Forresters need to put their thinking caps on and come up with a way to fight back. Since Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, has confirmed he can't help, maybe Eric Forrester, John McCook, and the others need to explore more than just legal strategies. After all, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, got down in the mud first by tricking Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Steffi Forrester, Jack Lee Masinswood, with those LSC papers. Steffi and Ridge thought they could trust Carter, so they signed without realizing they were giving up control of Forrester Creations. Now that Carter is in charge, he has no intention of surrendering power anytime soon. Carter intends to run the company with Hope Logan, Annika Noel, by his side and implement all the changes he wants. Since nothing else is working, should Eric, Steffi, and Ridge brainstorm a dirty move of their own? We can think of one way to throw Carter for a loop, and it involves Eric faking a medical setback. Let's not forget it hasn't been that long since Eric had one foot in the grave. Eric almost lost his life due to a serious illness back in 2023, so perhaps that B&B story could become important now. Everyone panicked when Eric collapsed at his party, so maybe it's time for Eric to give repeat performance. This time around, Eric could merely pretend to keel over, while Carter and Hope watch in horror. Between Eric's last illness and the heart attacks he's suffered from in the past, it'd be easy for Eric to convince Hope and Carter that his health has been derailed. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, probably wouldn't be willing to help with a plot like this, but Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, just might. Perhaps Steffi could rope Lai into the scheme and get some help selling Eric's medical trouble. Eric might go as far as getting himself hospitalized just for the charade. The Forrester clan could use a situation like this to guilt-trip Carter into giving up control. Hope might feel just as terrible and urge Carter to indeed drop all this before Eric's health gets any worse. Once everything was signed and official, that's when Eric could pull a gotcha and reveal that he's perfectly fine. It'd be a good way for Eric, Steffi, and Ridge to spin things around on Hope and Carter in the end. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say the Forresters will have to make some updates to their tactics sooner or later, so stick with us for more predictions on any sneaky moves and stunning news. The glamorous world of the bold and the beautiful is never short on drama, and this week, the Forrester family is set to deliver one of the most shocking twists of the year. In a shocking move, Eric Forrester, John McCook, the patriarch of the Forrester Creations empire, is pulling the ultimate power play, faking a medical setback to bring chaos into the lives of Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel. If there's one thing that Eric knows how to do, it's manipulating situations to his advantage, and this time, he's orchestrating a dirty trick that no one saw coming. The stage is set, Eric's health crisis. Eric's health has been a lingering storyline for months now. His chronic battle with health issues, particularly related to his heart, has left fans wondering how much longer he can continue running his multi-million-dollar fashion empire. For a man as powerful and influential as Eric, there's little more terrifying than the threat of his own mortality. However, in true Forrester fashion, Eric is about to turn his health crisis into something far more devious. For months, Eric has been quietly battling a range of ailments, and although he's kept most of it under wraps, it's been clear that his health is deteriorating. His family has been concerned, especially his wife, Quinn Rena Sofer, who has tried to encourage him to take things easy. But Eric, ever the overachiever and control freak, has stubbornly refused to slow down. Now, however, Eric sees the perfect opportunity to use his illness to strike at those who have wronged him, and he's not going to pass it up. Carter and Hope. the perfect pawns in Eric's game. If there's one thing that Eric detests, it's betrayal. And lately, Carter and Hope have given him ample reasons to feel slighted. The relationship between Carter and Quinn has long been one of B&B's most complicated dynamics. After all, Carter once had a passionate affair with Quinn while she was married to Eric, and although they have managed to rebuild their relationship over time, there's still a lingering sense of unease. Hope, on the other hand, has been walking a fine line with Eric. As the daughter of Eric's former daughter-in-law, Brooke Logan, Hope has often found herself caught in the middle of family politics. When she started working at Forrester Creations, there was hope that she might serve as a new generation of Forrester women who could carry the torch of the family legacy. But in recent months, her personal life has interfered with her professional life in ways that Eric doesn't approve of, particularly her complicated relationship with Thomas Forrester Matthew Atkinson. Eric's plot, a masterclass in manipulation. Eric's plan starts with the creation of a fake medical setback. He knows how much his family cares about him and how easily they can be manipulated when they think their loved one's life is at risk. By pretending that his health has taken a sudden, severe downturn, he will be able to bring everyone rushing to his side, and in doing so, he'll be able to pull strings behind the scenes that will leave Carter and Hope reeling. In his deception, Eric will rely on a trusted ally, his doctor, who will confirm the severity of his condition, leading to a flurry of panic among the Forrester family. Quinn, devastated by the news, will rally the family, and Hope and Carter, eager to prove their loyalty and support to Eric, will fall into the trap. Little do they know, Eric is playing them both, using his health as a pawn in a much larger game. But what is Eric really after? Why go to such lengths to manipulate his family? Revenge on Carter and Hope. It seems Eric has one goal in mind: revenge. Carter has never fully earned Eric's trust, especially after his past affair with Quinn. And while Hope has been the picture of politeness and professionalism, her position at Forrester Creations has often been fraught with tension. For Eric, their perceived betrayals, whether intentional or not, have piled up. He sees their actions as a threat to the Forrester legacy. Hope's constant tug-of-war between family loyalty and her pursuit of personal happiness, along with Carter's role as a moral compass that often complicates family matters, have both rubbed Eric the wrong way. But instead of confronting them directly, Eric is choosing a far more sinister approach, letting them think he's on the brink of death and using that to manipulate them into making decisions that align with his desires. The dirty trick: Eric's devious manipulation. As Eric's health deteriorates, Carter and Hope will be forced into a position where they have to make difficult choices. Eric will position himself as the fragile patriarch, laying on the guilt thick. He'll make Carter feel responsible for his past mistakes and Hope for her inability to fully immerse herself in the family business without distractions. In the coming days, expect Carter to find himself torn between his loyalty to Eric and his feelings for Quinn, who will undoubtedly be there to comfort him in Eric's supposed time of need. Hope, meanwhile, will struggle with her guilt over not being more involved with her family's business, and will be pressured to take on more responsibilities at Forrester Creations to appease Eric. But all of this is exactly what Eric wants. By the time the truth comes out, if it ever does, Carter and Hope will have been played for fools. Eric will have manipulated them into taking drastic actions, positioning himself as the fragile old man who just wanted his family to succeed. It will be a victory for Eric, but it will also have lasting consequences. The stakes will be higher than ever, and once the truth of Eric's deception comes to light, the fallout will reverberate throughout the Forrester family. What's next for Carter and Hope? If Eric's plot succeeds, it will leave Carter and Hope in a very precarious position. Both of them will be humiliated, and their standing within the Forrester family will be irrevocably damaged. Carter, once the loyal attorney for the Forresters, may find himself questioning his place in the family's power structure. Hope, too, will have to confront her own role in the family dynamic and whether her career at Forrester Creations is worth the cost of losing her integrity. In the coming weeks, expect intense confrontations, tear-filled apologies, and a major shakeup at Forrester Creations as the fallout from Eric's dirty trick unfolds. Will Eric's manipulation backfire, or will he emerge victorious in his quest to assert control over the Forrester empire? Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain: the Forresters will never be the same again.